Hey guys, Coach Gethin James from West Coast Taekwondo, and today we're going to talk about club safety. Okay, the situation. Drug, sex, and rock and roll. Okay, so let's go to drugs first of all. Much like the issue with sex, there are consensual drugs and there are non-consensual drugs. So if you take a look at alcohol, most people give full consent. In fact, they go up to the barkeeper, pass the money over, they get their beverage. A lot of people take alcohol at their own free will. And a lot of people may do more severe drugs at their own free will. But there are also the drugs that can easily be slipped into someone's beverage as they are drinking. And it can be very difficult to actually taste or even see if there is a drug within your drink. So these drugs could be the old standard roofie, otherwise known as the date rape drugs. There's also certain hallucinogenics that people may put into someone's drink as a practical joke. So sex can actually stem from the drugs if the sex is non-consensual. As well as that, sometimes somebody can actually get so inebriated with alcohol that they don't even need to be drugged in the first place to be taken advantage of. Violence, okay. Somebody gets drunk and rowdy, they throw a punch. They get offended by the smallest thing. Now, when it comes to throwing a punch, guys, before we carry on, I just want to tell you that today, I'm not going to teach you how to throw a palm mill strike, how to get out of a certain lock. I'm not going to tell you how to throw a preemptive strike, what includes as a preemptive strike and what doesn't. What I will tell you is the bare bones specifics of clubbing. If you want the other stuff, I've got plenty more videos. When consuming alcohol. Okay, it doesn't matter if you're a toddler or let's say you're in your teens, maybe you're at university, you're middle age, or you're an elderly person. You want to make sure that you're with friends. There's always safety in numbers. Come together, be there together, and leave together. Consume what it takes to have fun. Being physically incapacitated is not fun. Maybe you know that you can't handle more than, let's say, 9 to 12 drinks. Maybe you could handle a bit more and still remain just a little bit merry. And that may be completely fine, especially with a big gang of friends. But it's when you become incapacitated. Being physically incapacitated is not fun. You may not remember the night. You can be taken advantage of. And let's be honest, a lot of people have had so much to drink that they have inevitably made a fool out of themselves. So know your limit, okay? It's okay to have a drink, it's okay to have fun, but know your limit. And be present, because you'll enjoy life more. So what do I mean by be present? I don't want you going out and drinking and thinking about anything else about what is happening in front of you right now. I want you to make sure you're there, you're having a good time. You're not thinking, I got to make sure I'm back home by this time. I got to make sure that I'm in work at this time tomorrow. I need to make sure I meet up with this person tonight. Be there in the moment. By being there in the moment, you can detect how much more drink you can actually manage. Look after your drink as well. Okay, this is very important. Bottled is better. So if you take a look over to the right, we have one of my favorite beers, Budweiser. Okay, and they have a nice thin bottle top right at the very top. So the reason why bottled beverages are better, I do apologize for that, guys. Let's get rid of that. Okay. The reason why bottled is better is because there's a small gap on the top of the actual bottle itself. And whilst you're holding the bottle, your thumb can easily cover it. And as your thumb can easily cover it, nobody can slip anything into that bottle. It's much less likely that somebody is going to spike your drink if you have a bottle. Obviously buy it yourself, because even if you do have a friend who you trust to go up and buy the drink for you, they're not going to keep a full eye on everybody's drink. Even though it says, or trust the person who buys it for you, like I said, it's better off if you buy it yourself. Okay, no unattended beverages. Okay, that one should go without saying. So if you need to go and use the toilet, make sure you got a friend safeguarding your drink. If you need to go away for whatever reason and nobody's there to actually look after your drink, just go buy yourself a new one, and that is how you're going to stay safe. If someone grabs you, now I think I did express this earlier, we're not going to go into palms, punches and all the rest of it, so I am going to give you this little physical self-defense tip. Their thumb is weak, so act against it. Okay, so let's say if somebody does grab you, you can use the whole strength of your arm to act against their thumb joint. If you take a look at that image there on the right, you can see a lady's arm coming from the left side of the screen. You can see the gentleman's arm on the right side of the screen. All this woman needs to do is lift her hand up aggressively using the whole might of her arm and twist it so it's around to the other side. The grip will be released. Now, if for whatever reason you do need to use this, you need to prepare to strike. So as soon as the grip has been released, you can use the opposite hand to land a strike, such as a palm heel strike to the nose. If you're in a threatening situation, you can run away and start screaming so that you draw attention to yourself. But please do remember, there's safety in numbers, so whenever you can, try to remain together. And things like this will be much less likely to happen. Protect your friends. Okay, to the right we have TV's favorite friends. If your friend has had a few too many, they should only be around your group. Notice if someone is taking advantage. Notice if someone is leading them away. If you see someone try to pull your friend away, be mindful of these things, guys. In conclusion, there are only 3 precautions. Be with friends, consume what it takes to have fun, and be present. Okay, guys, so just remember, if you are from the Carmarthen area, there is a link down below and you can access 2 free lessons with West Coast Taekwondo. I'd love to see you along in club. All right, but if you're not, please just check out down below, because it will lead you to the West Coast Taekwondo blog, where we update it weekly, and we are completely splashing that bad boy with content, so make sure you keep an eye on it. Okay. Anyway, I did forget about this slide. Again, 2 free lessons, but I look forward to seeing you all soon.